Good morning. We're going to go ahead and call the November 1st Stormwater Management Committee to order. Wait, roll call, please.
Desart, Eckhoff, Garcia,
Here.
Hinterlong,
Here.
Krajewski, Nero, Hojak, Police, Tornatori, Yusuf, Zay.
Okay, we have a quorum. Thank you, everybody. We'll move on to public comment. Public comment is limited 3 minutes per person. Kay McKean. Morning, Kay.
Morning, everybody. Boy, a lot's been going on. So Darien had their first recycling extravaganza last weekend, a weekend ago, and the sheriff was there to pick up medicines and syringes and EpiPens that are often still filled with medicine. They collected over 250 pounds on the first event, so they were very, very happy to do that and keep that out of our waterways. The Antunes Company in Carroll Stream received their water quality flag. Jim, thanks for being there. Sheila was there. Greg was there. This company has done extraordinary efforts to protect our water quality and conserve water. So it was really great to have a great turnout there for their water quality flag. Everything from permeable pavers in part of their driveway to 13 years of cleaning the reservoir in front of their facility, including making their equipment able to conserve water and energy. Really a great company, and starting composting. So that was great. The pumpkin smash is this Saturday, and Carrie, if Carrie is here, thank you, Carrie Bear, for getting the 22nd site all set for us here in DuPage County. So 22 sites, 69 sites across northern Illinois will be collecting pumpkins, preventing that methane gas and leaching the water and so forth. So we're really happy about that with creating compost. Fourth is cooking oil. We have 5 pop-up locations the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we are really looking forward to collecting a lot of cooking oil, giving residents a place to take their cooking oil rather than pouring it down storm drains. So a lot is going on. If you guys need help with any of that for your cities, please give us a call so we can increase those numbers and protect the water quality.
Thank you, Kay. No other public comment, no chairman's remarks. I will move on to approval of the October 4th minutes. Do I have a motion? Moved by member Garcia. Second by member Tornatori. Any questions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Consent. Is there a motion to combine items A, B, C, and D on the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved by member Pojek, second by member Police. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, those items are combined. Then is there a motion on consent item A, Seabora Group, 5555-1 contract extension, consent item Wheaton Sanitary District 6069-1 contract extension, Hay and Associates 5583-1 contract extension, and item D, Water Well Solutions 5437-1 contract extension. Motion moved by member Garcia, second by member Hinterlong. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Move on to the claims report. Is there a motion on the claims? Moved by member Garcia, second by member Police. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Staff reports. Any question on staff reports? No? Okay. Is there a motion to receive and place on file staff reports? Moved by member Tornatori, second by member Hinterlong. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Is there a motion to combine intergovernmental agreements A, B, C, D, E, and F? Moved by member Garcia, second by member Police. These are all ARPA items. Those all in favor of combining? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Now, is there a motion on SMR 45422 intergovernmental agreement between DuPage County and the city of Warrenville for $343,500,000? SMR 45522 intergovernmental agreement between DuPage County and city of Wheaton, $500,000. SMR 456-22 intergovernmental agreement with Downers Grove Township Highway Department in the amount of $236,100. SMR 457-22 intergovernmental agreement with Milton Township Highway Department, the amount of $295,000. SMR 58 twenty-two intergovernmental agreement, County of DuPage and Bloomingdale Township, $126,224, and SMR 45922 intergovernmental agreement to DuPage County and Bloomingdale Township for $112,010. All heard. Moved by member Garcia, second by member Felice. Any questions? I want to thank staff again. These are all our ARPA grants. Everybody seems to be moving quickly on these, so we're glad we'll be able to get these out and get money to the townships and the municipalities. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Their motion on SMR 46022, acceptance and appropriation pre-disaster mitigation grant, Illinois Emergency Management, the amount of $237,614. Member Pojek, second by member Hinterland. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Their motion on SMP 30322, contract issued to Azteca Systems for asset management software. This is divided up between all the departments. Stormwater is $96,314.80. Motion. Moved by member Garcia, your second. Second by member Pojek. Any questions? Sarah, is this the one you put together?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It was probably done well professionally.
It's done as well as it could be.
Okay. Do you have any problems with any departments like transportation or anything?
No.
No.
thank
Okay. Okay. All in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Their motion on SMP 30722, contract issued to Earthworks Land Improvement on-call construction services, amount $2,222,744 per lowest responsible bid. ARPA item. Moved by member Garcia, there's second by member Hinterland. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. The next item, let's see, we do have an issue with this one. Sarah, you want to explain a little bit? I want to pass it out of committee and then we have to take the state's attorney for some changes. And then those changes will be sent to the county board.
Correct. The amount of the contract and the time of the contract will not change. The method of payment and billing in section 7.3. We at the staff level made an error in it in that it's billing by direct labor multiplier, not lump sum, which is the appropriate way to bill this kind of contract. And so we will make that correction and bring the corrected resolution and agreement to county board for final approval.
Is that okay with everybody? The amounts changed, everything else, just kind of a changing on the billing. So, okay. So is there a motion on SMP 30922 agreement with DuPage County and V3 companies amount $91,788.80? Moved by member Garcia, seconded by member Hinterland. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion on SMP 31022 agreement between DuPage County and SemCon for professional engineering services amount $95,000? Moved by member Garcia, second by member Youssef. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. We have a motion on SMP 31122, a joint funding agreement between DuPage County and the United States Department of Interior, USGS, Water Sources, on the amount of $367,000. Member Garcia, second by member Felice. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Their motion on DTP 300-22, contract issued to state testing, professional material testing services. This is another division between departments. Stormwater is $8,000. Do I have a motion? Member Garcia, is there a second? Second by member Pojek. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Is there a motion on approval of a contract 2022-92 to HazChem Environmental Hazardous Material Testing, Disposal, and Emergency Services as needed? This is another division between departments. Stormwater would be $9,000. Member Garcia, second by member Youssef. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Item number O, action item requested. A motion to not object to a variance petition requesting relief from section 15-72.D3 of the DuPage County Stormwater Floodplain Ordinance for utilizing original ISWS Bulletin 1989 rainfall distribution North Aurora Road and underpass project in Naperville. Have a motion? Moved by member Hinterland, second by member Garcia. Any questions? Sarah, you want to explain just quickly on this?
Sure. Back in 2006, and there's a lengthy explanation in your package, but back in 2006, the city of Naperville started working on this project to work on some flood relief at their underpass. A huge project, I believe over $20 million invested in this project. However, with all the different entities involved, including utilities and railroads, it has taken an extensive amount of time. Their original design engineering was based on Bulletin 70. In 2019, we as a county updated and adopted a new rainfall distribution, which would have changed a lot of their calculations to the point where the city would have had to go back and negotiate more right of way and items like that. We believe that this is a project that will be fine to stand on its own under Bulletin 70, and that the conditions will actually be improved from the conditions today when this project is put through with Bulletin 70. They won't be made worse, and any ponding that would occur, which is what happens when we have an updated rainfall distribution, any ponding that would occur in the underpass, and the pump station would eventually take care of it. And so we are in approval of this, or in recommendation of the action requested, but we put forth to the committee to also not object to the variance.
We know it's a big project and this has taken a long time. We don't want to be another hindrance, and I mean, time of the essence. Obviously, this is when you're dealing with utilities and the railroad, it takes forever. So is there any other questions on this? Okay, hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Move on to discussion on the budget. Any questions on the budget? We get any extra money or anything?
We will.
Oh, we did get on the on the surplus money. We
Correct.
put 400,000 as a placeholder for a federal grant, which we did get. We've been notified we're getting it, so that 400,000 now gets us $1 million.
And so, yes, we will have a resolution coming forward in the near future to add an additional 400,000 to the Stormwater's capital budget for this project. And we'll bring that information forward once we get the official approval from the granting agency.
And that's for Winfield Creek, right?
Correct.
Which goes in part with all the construction we're doing here at the county. So that will help. So, okay. Thank you, Sarah. Informational, we have one item, let's see, pursuant to DTR 306A22 vehicle replacement purchase order Stormwater for 2023. 2024 has been issued to National Auto Fleet Group, amount of $67,000. You want to explain a little bit about that? Obviously, we're having supply chain issues with getting vehicles. So we usually go through a national co-op. So now we're trying to find what we can at this point, right?
Sure, I can explain it, or Director Snyder, whomever. I'll start with my explanation of it. As everyone knows, and I'm sure each community is the same, we have had a hard time procuring vehicles, and procuring through the national co-ops has been exceptionally hard. This is a agreement and an action put forward by the Division of Transportation, which will allow several departments to purchase vehicles at essentially a negotiated price, so we can maintain our fleet.
Okay. Any questions? Do I need to do a vote on this? Yeah, okay. That's all. So no.
Jim, are there
Yeah.
any electric vehicles or are they all gas? Okay,
Do you want me to repeat his answer?
Yeah, no,
Joe?
no electric right now. They've run out of, we don't have extension cords long enough for them.
okay.
We can't get them. So, Chris, go ahead.
So the.
Turn on your microphone.
That little mouth thing. There you
Oh.
go. Talk to them.
Okay. So back in August, the county board approved the DOT moving forward with purchasing vehicles, different makes and models off of various cooperatives. And so as soon as we got that authority and the markets opened for the hybrid Ford Escapes, they were closed within an hour, 25,000 vehicles. So we were in the process of doing purchase orders for like, I think it was 16. And by the time we finished ours, they were closed. So we ended up going with the Ford Broncos, same style, same vehicles, Ford, but unfortunately, they do not yet come in a hybrid.
Oh,
Yes, since you have your quick question, Chris. So we're going to be purchasing for this next fiscal year, correct? And then, or is this for a few years? I don't remember on this.
These are 23s and 24s. So the two vehicles on the stormwater agenda today, one is for 23, one is 24, but we bought them both now. And because of the supply chain, we didn't want to wait another year and then a year after that to get them delivered.
Is there any way to put like a deposit down, like for one in a few years? So for the hybrids, I know that that's what most people are having to do, is to actually reserve one. I don't know if that's something that we can do here.
It's something we can talk to the industry about, in terms of how quickly they can build up that capacity to, again, the Ford Escape is one of the few that are out there. That's the hybrid that everybody has been purchasing. But in terms of electric vehicles, I think the question actually was electric vehicles. We've been focusing on hybrids, to date.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Move on, any old business? Grant?
Well, I just wanted to bring up something about what Chris said about electric vehicles. Because I made a comment about 2 months ago that before we keep buying electric vehicles, I was hoping that somebody would do a study or get me some information about the cost of electric vehicles, because I don't think it's 100% different. I didn't get anything, so I did my own research. And the cost of electric vehicles, it's problematic as to whether or not it's a huge savings, because of everything from the beginning of mining the material to make the electric batteries to disposing of the electric batteries. And I think there may be some savings for the environment, but it's not 100%. I was listening to a story about a charging station up in East Lansing, Michigan, and they were all hyped up about it because they thought the electricity was free or something, or created in the clouds. And the person who came in who created it said, no, it was, the electricity is coming from a coal burning facility down the road. So before, I wish we would really get and have a educated study about electric vehicles. Like I tried to have one about assault weapons a couple weeks ago, because we keep on assuming everything is just free and clear and easy and doesn't cost anything, this new generation, and that's not true. And that's coming from a guy who's been driving a Prius since 2004. So I think we should do a little research on these things.
Thank you. I know staff's looking at it. It's a big, we've talked about in transportation, it's a big changeover, not only for the cars and charging stations, but our mechanics and parts and all of that. So I know our staff's looking into it for the future, because it's been a concern of many board members. So I think they're working on that. And yeah, we just can't make that change right away. I mean, it's gonna take some time, and it's gonna have to, you know, see what we can do, but I think it's on everybody's radar screen. Okay, thank you. New business. You know, we got election coming up. I just want to thank everybody. You never know what's going to happen, but I just want to thank our staff.
Nice working with you.
We probably have the best staff here. It's been my honor to be the chairman for over 20 years. And I think we've done a lot over that time period. We've built a lot of projects. And I mean, the focus was on the east side of the county. We've got to kind of shift it to the entire county now that we're looking at. So I appreciate our staff. I think they're the best in the state all the time when we go over leaders and projects they do and the stuff they do and the leeway I give them to go out. And as soon as they know I love grants, and you know, every time we talk about it, they've brought so much money into this county just on grants to do projects. And then this ARPA money was another great find for us. And again, not having all the engineering done, but to now spread it to the municipalities and the townships to actually make a difference. We could have just sat on that money and done nothing, but we're globally thinking here in the county and stormwater, because we know water has boundaries, and that, you know, we need to do that. So I just want to thank everybody else and wish everybody the best. And any other new business? Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Member Garcia, second by Member Hinalong. All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.